Persist until you succeed. Persistence is the key to achieving your goals, your targets. It's that simple. All you have to do is stay persistent because persistence is better than perfection. I repeat, persistence is better than perfection. Yeah? What is persistence? Persistence means when the going gets tough and the tough gets going, you don't stop. Whatever you're set out for, you accomplish it no matter what happens. No humans on earth can stop you. It's a state of being unstoppable, of accomplishing your goals, your targets, your agenda, and turning your dreams into reality. You have so many dreams. To turn them into reality, you must execute, because execution is everything. And that's where persistence comes in. You see, with persistence, what happens is that when you're persistent enough, you will get to that goal no matter what happens. I know there are some days when you feel like you don't feel like it. You think you deserve a break, or you want to have a little rest. Don't listen to that voice. That is your demon, your inner demon speaking to you. The demon wants you distracted from your goals, your visions, and turn them into dust. Because distraction is destruction. And persistence is the solution. When you are persistent, when you persist aggressively on your goals, you'll be shocked to see how much you can accomplish. There are moments, of course, when it doesn't feel good, when you think, I need to take a break. Good. But remember, if you take a break for once, that is enough. If it's twice, it becomes a pattern. If it's done 3 times, like let's imagine you skip something that you were supposed to do for 3 times in a row, it becomes a habit. Never let mediocrity turn into a habit, because humans are slaves to their behaviors, to their habits. And habits are like automations. You do it every single day, repeatedly. Which is why I want to tell you, keep persisting until you succeed. A clear example of persistence. Let's imagine you're learning French on Duolingo. There will be days when you feel like, I don't want to do the lesson today. That's fine. If it's only once in a while, but never let it become twice. I can also say other things. When you are when you are setting out for your targets, there will be people trying to stop you. Don't let them. Never let others stop you. These are called struggles. People will try to kick you out of your place because they don't care about you first, and then they want you to be astray of your path. Why? Because they're jealous. Yeah, they hate the fact that you are growing up. But you know what? Don't listen to any of that, what people say. Persist until you succeed. I always want to say this to my future self. You listening? Yeah, I'm talking to you. Hey, future self, listen. Persist until you succeed. I know you're successful. Why? Because you persisted when others stopped. And you know what happens when you persist for a long period of time? Do you wanna know? If you're interested in math and you like the game theory, I'm saying the game theory, yeah. And probability and statistics, if you love data, you have to understand, if you love data, you will be shocked at what happens with persistence alone. You see, everyone can start a thing. Very few can reach their destination. Let's say you set out for a goal. You want to learn French. You'll see millions of people at the beginning that are also set out for the same goal as yours. Learning French. And as time goes by, you will see people that are quitting the path, they're leaving their places. Why? Because they can't keep up. They feel burnout, exhausted. They face the brutal reality that French doesn't look so easy as they thought, or their expectation doesn't meet their reality, or the hard work that they're doing, they don't feel like it's worth it, and they stop. And that's where the probability and statistical fun begins. If you look for statistics, you will see most of the people quit at the beginning. They can't persist. But you can. You can persist, which is why you are successful. I know. Which is exactly why you are successful. Because you persisted when others quit. Now you laugh at them. They will call your success as an overnight thing that happened instantly. Wow. Those say like, oh, he got lucky. He got lucky, yeah? Listen, I'm a great believer of luck. And I believe the harder I work, the easier it is for me to get more lucky. There might be some alteration on what I said, but it's exactly the way Thomas Jefferson said. Why am I making this video? This is a reminder to keep going. Even if it gets tough. Even if it gets toughest, don't stop. Be unstoppable until you reach your goals, your destinations, and your vision turns into a reality. It's possible. It is. All you have to do is persistence. I've seen the real example of what happens when you persist. As learning cybersecurity on a platform, I saw people. I was overwhelmed seeing so many people learning cybersecurity when I was starting out, and I thought, I don't stand a chance. But then I also thought, wait, I can persist. Of course I can. So I kept persisting. And what happened? I'm in the top 15% right now. That's what happened. And I think it's only 52 days or so. Do you get it? Same for my French. When I started learning French, I had so many so-called friends and other people learned that started learning with me French, and I can clearly see almost all of them quit. Why? Because it's not easy. Being persistent doesn't mean it will be easy. Nah, who said that? Forget about it. You don't need to be easier. They don't need to be easier, okay? It doesn't matter. If you don't stop, it's all good. There might be some days when your work will be sloppy, but expect it and move on. Don't stop. Life flows like a river. Keep moving. That's the thing. If you keep moving, you reach somewhere. Long-term visions are the solutions of providing you a clear path of persistence. You see, when you're clear of your vision, your mission, and your agenda, you will be persistent because you know the end goal. You know, you start with why am I doing this? Then you go to how am I gonna do this? And you will get the fruit, the result. What happens when I do all of this that I set out for? My future me, this video might be a timeless masterpiece because I'm telling you again and again, persist until you succeed, persist until you succeed, persist until you succeed. Keep persisting, don't stop. Nah, don't stop. You don't have time to listen to people. Also, don't take any criticism or anything. Just keep going, keep going, keep going. If you keep going, who's gonna stop you? No one. No one. I repeat. Do you get it? Because the point of this video is to make sure that you get all the points I'm making right here, right now. On a journey. See you at the end. Good luck and persist until you succeed. Because persistence is better than perfection. Perfection is a myth. Persistence is not. You can be persistent and you will see the result in real time environment. You will see how people, they fail, they stop, but you don't stop. You become unstoppable and you reach the top. See you at the top, okay? I wish you the best of the best luck. Good luck, but luck alone won't work until you persist so hard that you get what you want. I get what I want. Implant that onto your subconsciousness. I get what I want. Good luck. Go for it. Get what is there to take. Take it. It was always yours. It will always be yours. The only thing left for you is to take it. Prove yourself to be worthy of the one who takes it all. Take it. Persist until you succeed. Persist until you succeed. Persist until you succeed. Good luck.